live update. So yesterday's vlog was first pregnancy symptom.
Oh, my first pregnancy symptom?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it was the first time that we talked about selling our RV, our new to us RV. We had filmed a clip as soon as we got home from our first weekend in the RV, but I deleted it because it just didn't sound great that we get home from our first trip in our RV and then automatically, instantly, we put it back on the market to sell. So I feel like we should say why we're selling it. I mean, simply put, it's just not big enough.
Right.
It's fine when everybody's sleeping. But
if it's rainy,
yeah,
like if we're stuck in it.
Right. The slide out, I mean, it's pretty cool because it has just like one really large slide out, which is great, but it still just doesn't make the RV very wide. So we really need a double slide out on both sides.
It's made us realize that the school bus with the 0 slide outs would have been very tight.
Yes.
But our
by the
children
time
are
I
only
finished
going to get bigger.
By the time I finished it, the kids would probably be bigger and like there wouldn't be much nap time. I don't know.
No,
maybe.
I mean, like physically, they will all be bigger.
Right.
Like that's going to make
so
it
like getting around.
tighter.
Yeah, getting around for like dinner time and stuff just wouldn't work.
The RV that we have currently, you know, the market is not conducive for going to see it before you buy it. I hate to say that, but like it will get bought. And it will be purchased by somebody before you get there.
Well, and the thing is, you don't know until you try it. Because, just when I got in it, I thought it was going to be great.
I pretty much knew right away. But at that point, we had already signed. It was already a done deal. So I pretty much knew right away when we got in it. I'm like, hopefully the slide's not all the way out because it is small in here. It's like, even as open as it is, you still have to like shuffle. Like you have to sidestep to get around things, and holding a baby, it's just not easy. And I don't want to sound like stuck up or like we don't appreciate it. Like it's a very nice RV.
It's a great RV.
7 human beings inside it. It's not big enough.
Exactly. If it was just the two of us, it would be perfect. Especially because, I mean, the engine is basically brand new. There's only 4,000 miles on it. All the upholstery is perfect.
It's beautiful.
So it's a great RV. It's just not great for our family.
Yeah.
And we're not excited because we're going to go on a 2-week-long RV trip in January. So it's like we're not excited to spend 2 weeks in that small of an RV.
Right. I mean, we had plans to go somewhere this weekend, and we are literally not going because we're like, we don't want to subject ourselves to being cramped into the RV the whole weekend.
Things are hard enough. Like at our house.
Why would we torture us?
Yes, why would we torture ourselves? So yeah, that's the reason why the RV is currently on the market. If you're interested, there's a link down below. There's my email down below. Send me an email. It could be yours.
Have grace for us. We all make mistakes. And this was one of those things.
That's right. Well,
hopefully we sell it.
And we're not it's not like we are in a huge rush to sell it, so it's not like we have to lower the price a ton and
take a hit on it.
Yeah, take a big hit. So,
but luckily, you can get into a Class A RV with, like Brad's talking about, with the 2 slides, where there's just a lot more room on the inside, and you're not shuffling around.
Well, and I think being parked
for not a lot more money.
Being parked right next to your parents really opened our eyes to what the difference in space is between a Class A and a Class C. So definitely. And I'm really not afraid about driving and parking. The Class A, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
It's not. I feel like it's not going to be that much different than a Class C.
No.
It's the same shape.
Right. Okay. Well, enjoy today's vlog. Have you guys ever heard the term, a watched pot never boils?
What's a watched pot?
I love being a dad. Okay, guys. What is that?
A plant that eats bugs.
Yeah, what's the name of it?
I don't know.
It's a Venus flytrap. Can you say Venus flytrap?
Venus flytrap.
Great job. Now the problem is, if you keep watching it, the flies aren't going to land in there, and it eats the flies. You just kind of have to let it do its thing and like randomly look over, and then maybe it has a fly and it's going to eat it.
Well, then we won't get to see how the fly eats it.
You mean how the plant eats the fly?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if you're close...
One time when Carrie was here, Lyndle touched that thing and then
It almost ate her finger straight off?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. She looks like a 90-year-old.
Mr. Burns.
She looks like my receding hairline.
It smells like it smells burnt, like from friction.
Weird.
It smells like burnt hair.
Why do you think we're eating?
Hey, Wee Wee, how you feeling, girl?
Good.
You look a lot better.
You want a strawberry?
Okay, let's eat a strawberry.
Oh, strawberry.
So I'm over here doing a little RV research.
It's not my fault.
And Rachel says, "Did you notice anything?" Like, well, actually, the house is really clean. Don't pay any attention to the dishes in there. Another fiddly fig. You're obsessed.
I thought it was $5.
$5?
Yes. There was like a wooden peg.
It was 105?
No. There was a wooden peg in the dirt that said $5. And so I got it to the checkout. And she goes, "How much does that say it is?" And I said, "Well, this is $5. And she goes, "That's $5 for that." And it was like just this wooden label.
What?
I was like, because that thought crossed my mind. I'm like, surely that's not $5. Because it just said like wildlife something. Anyway, it was not $5. It was the full price. Guess how much it was?
55.
No.
25.
I'm glad you thought it was $55.
How much
it was
was
$25.
Okay, well,
So at
that's
that
acceptable.
point, like I had already given it hope that it was being sent to a new home, and I couldn't be like, "Oh no, I don't want it." I could have, but then I would have had to walk the thing back, or be the jerk that leaves a fiddly fig at the cash register. Why are you looking at me like that?
I mean,
What?
it's pretty.
It is pretty. It's a cute one. And it's bigger than any of the ones that I have. And it has some new growth coming in, so it's healthy.
Man, I hope we don't get a copyright strike from that Spidey.
Oh gosh, Spidey and his amazing friends. I got this on Amazon. There's an account I follow on Instagram that gives a lot of good tips. Actually, she saved that fiddly fig.
Oh yeah, she's the one that messaged you.
Yep, it was dropping leaves like crazy, and from the bottom. And so she suggested that it probably has buildup on the roots because I always pour water into it instead of letting the water run through it. And she said that makes sense why it's done so well up until now, because it just gradually got stuff built up on its roots. But she also suggested getting one of these bad boys, which is a moisture meter.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it down in the soil, and
Yeah.
it couldn't be more simple. It just has a dial that like, see it wiggles.
Yeah.
You like shove it in the soil, and it tells you how wet the soil is.
Okay, shove it in the soil. Let's see.
Okay, well, my new one?
Yeah.
And so for a fiddly fig, that's pretty dang dry.
Yeah, I'd say.
I should probably run it under the sink water for a little while.
Okay.
And then like this one, look how wet
wow,
that
that's
is.
wet.
I know, and I would have thought, like, you feel it, it's dry.
Looks dry.
But you want like the top third or 2/3 to completely dry out before you water it, and that's
Interesting.
I know.
Huh.
And you check it in a few places because sometimes it can be different. Like this side over here. Look at this side.
Weird.
See that?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I hear a baby
know.
crying.
And then let me show you this. Our banana plant. Did you know that our banana plant has not one, but two new banana plants growing?
What?
Yes, there's a new shoot right there and a new shoot right there. Those are new.
I'm glad the cats aren't killing it.
It loves the cats. It's obviously thriving.
Right.
And it's growing. We're going to have 3 banana plants.
That's a lot of bananas.
Whoa! Whoa! That was awesome. That was really awesome, Lyndle.
I like doing that.
And then for the kids, I got, it's called the Little Pot of Horrors. And it's a Venus flytrap.
Right, we showed that earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm excited. I want to see it eat a fly.